Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a palette bingo, but not just with one palette. We're going to do it with 5 palettes, and they are the 5 Beauty Bay limited edition palettes. This wasn't my idea, this was actually my lovely friend Heather's idea, and she wanted to do a collab. Her video is already up, so I'll link her channel and video down below, and her Instagram and everything. This is the lovely Heather. Please check her out, please check out her video. I've already watched it and I've seen the colours she came out with, and she actually did a fantastic look with hers, spoiler. But yeah, please go and check that out. So it's my turn, and I do have the 5 palettes. Heather had 4 of the Beauty Bay palettes, but I have the 5 because I did want to buy the new Romantic palette. So I'm going to pick one shade from each of these palettes with a random number generator. If I end up with all shimmers, I think I may cry. I'm hoping for some deep mattes and one shimmer. That'd be nice, because I wouldn't want an all matte look either. Am I expecting too much from this? Maybe, very possibly. So the way that I'm going to do this, because I have the 5 palettes and I want 5 shades, is I'm just going to line them up in order of their release from Beauty Bay. So the first one, what was the first one? Sunset Horizons from Beauty Bay is number 1. And then it was, oh, this is a memory test. Then I think it was the Book of Magic. And then it was New Romantic. And then it was Wilderness. And then finally Age of Opulence, which is the newest one. I can't link them all down below for you because some of them were limited edition, but the ones that are still available I will link down below. I think that's the Sunset Horizons and the Age of Opulence currently. So that is the order that I'm going to be selecting the shades from the palettes, but I do need a random number generator to tell me which shade from each palette. So let's do it. So I've got my lower limit as 1 and my upper limit as 20, because there are 20 shades in each of these palettes. So the first one is the Sunset Horizons, so I'm going to click on generate and see what number that we get. The first one is 13. So 13 is the shade Oasis, which is this one here. I'm just going to swatch it on my hand so I've actually got an idea of the shades as they come out. I mean, it is a beautiful shimmer. I'm not mad at this, at least we have a shimmer. Just hope they're not all going to be shimmers. Okay, so I'm going to click on generate again, and we got number 7. Come on for a matte. This is in the Book of Magic. Oh, we do have a matte, and it is Wish, which is this one here. I mean, they go together quite well. Next up is the New Romantic palette, so generate and number 5. Oh, is that a shimmer or is that a matte? Oh, it's another matte, okay. Lingerie. It's that one there. Okay. Next up is Wilderness, and I'm excited for this one. I absolutely love the Wilderness palette with all my heart and soul. I think I've done videos on all of these palettes, come to think of it, so if you want to see any of these palettes fully in action, I will try and remember to link the video down below. If not, it'll just be in my videos. So generate for the Wilderness, and it's number 3. Haven't even been checking if you can see these numbers properly, so I hope you can. Number 3. Oh, we've got a nice shimmer that is Ray. Not gonna lie, I was hoping for a deep matte from that one. Okay, Age of Opulence is my last chance to get a deep matte, and Age of Opulence is a deep palette, so, you know, I mean, I'd be very happy with this one. I mean, if it comes out as that one, I haven't cheated, I swear, but I really hope it is that one. Number 10. Whatever 10 is. Come on for a matte. We've got Curfew, which is this gorgeous deep navy. I mean, that swatched poo on the end. I think it's because my finger was still a little bit wet, but from wiping it off. But I mean, I am not mad at these colours. So I'm just going to prime with my eye base from Beauty Bay. This is the number 2 base. We'll stick with the Beauty Bay theme today, since we've got 5 Beauty Bay palettes that I'm using. I don't know what's happened down here. I am actually quite impressed with the colours that have come out. I have done palette bingo before and I have struggled. Yeah, when I've done it before, I haven't got any colours that I liked really, and it was quite difficult to do. I think one of the times that I've done it, I didn't even have a shimmer at all, and it was just a fully matte look, and the colours that came out weren't the best. So looking at these, I'm of course going to start out with the deepest shade, which was Curfew from Age of Opulence, just because I always start with the deepest shade. I just find that the easiest, especially with the Beauty Bay palettes. A lot of people have said that usually start out with a lighter shade, that they find it difficult to build on top of each other and blend that way, so it is actually better with these palettes to start out with the deepest shade, apparently. So I'm going to take that Curfew shade on this Ursula Spectrum A13 brush. Oh, nearly dipped into the wrong one then. I really wanted to go into Lavish, which is that one there. I do believe this is still in stock as I'm filming this, but I don't think it will be for long. Beauty Bay do like to have the limited editions. So let's put on this Curfew shade. I'm just going to pop it on the outer corner. I probably should have stared at the colours for a bit longer to think of a plan, but I haven't. The pigment in all of these Beauty Bay palettes are fantastic. If you haven't picked any of them up yet, I'm not sure what you're doing with your life, but please check them out, because they are some of my favourites in my collection, and I have a big collection. Quality for the price always astounds me with these Beauty Bay eyeshadows. I'm just going to wrap that onto the lower lash line a little. I haven't even brought a red bullet with me. I'm not quite sure what's happening. My daughter and my husband are downstairs currently watching Halloween films. It is actually Halloween as I am filming this. Not sure when it's going up. Heather had me panicking because she already had her video up. It's not her fault though, it's just me because I panic about things like that. Okay, so I've just gone around the edges roughly of that just so it's a little bit more dispersed. So then the next shade was Wish from the Book of Magic, and just gonna plop this. I mean, we're going from very dark to extremely pale, so I don't expect the blend to be the most fantastic thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna have to work on it quite a bit, I think, and go back and forth between the two shades. It's a shame I haven't got a middle colour to go betwixt, as Missa would say. Just wrapping it all the way around where I've put that Curfew dark blue shade, in the hope that I can blend it out and make it look like it's supposed to be like this. I mean, this is the first time I've used the Book of Magic and Age of Opulence together in a look, which is fun because I did want to do that, but I wouldn't have normally gone from such a deep shade to such a light shade without a transition colour between them. So it was going to be very interesting to see how well one will blend out into another. Back into the Wish shade again, back and forth, and just until I'm somewhat happy with the blend. I don't think it's going to be perfection, which does happen on the odd occasion, but yeah, I don't think that's coming today. This Wish shade is actually quite a turquoisey tealy colour, but next to this Curfew dark blue shade, it is pulling a lot more blue than turquoisey tealy. I feel like Heather's going to be mad with the colours that came out for me, and she's going to be like, "You got good colours!" Yeah, they're not bad, to be honest. I've had a lot worse in palette bingo. Do you know what? That blend is not actually too bad. I know it looks ropey as on camera, but in reality, it's not bad at all. So the new romantic shade out of all the shades that could have been in this palette, I cannot believe I got lingerie, but we're going to work with it and incorporate the brown. I'm just going to pop it near the front here. Blues and browns do go very nicely together, so it could have been a lot worse. If you've never been here before, I am a lover of colour, rainbow colours, bright vibrant looks. They're a bit crazy, so I don't usually dip into neutrals. However, I did just review probably my favourite neutral palette that's in my collection recently, which was the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse. I think this brown's looking nice next to those blues. I think I want to take a little bit of that brown onto the lower lash line as well. I'm quite pleased with this so far. Shimmer time. So, from the Wilderness we had Ray, wasn't it? Which is this one here, and it is one of my favourite shimmers in this palette. It is gorgeous. It's got a slight greeny reflect to it. I'm just going to use this, I think, for... Oh my goodness, I've dipped my brush in and I've made a hole. I've patched up the hole. Surgery is complete. I'm just going to pop this on the... Oh, in a corner. That is stunning, but crumbly in the pan. Oh, that's beautiful. Wrap it around a bit onto... bit of fallout onto the lower lash line, a touch. She says a touch, it's blinding and it's everywhere, but I'm living for it. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on the brow bone also. So then the only shade we haven't used is this one here, which is from the Sunset Horizons, which is Oasis, and this is still available on Beauty Bay as of now, I do believe, so I will link it down below if it is still available. It's the first one that was released, but it's the one that's lasted the longest, so I'm not sure what's going on with this one. So I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness, I forgot how amazing Sunset Horizons is. Yeah, I'm not going to be neat, I'm not going to do a cut crease. I am just putting on this shimmery goodness. I am disappointed with the shade that came out of the Wilderness palette though. I was really hoping for a gorgeous matte from that, because it is probably my favourite out of the 5. I just don't think you can beat Wilderness. I mean, my favourite colour eyeshadow is green, so maybe that's why as well, but I don't know, there's just something about the colour story. It's so rich and beautiful. Just sort of flicking my brush around the top of this non-cut crease, just so it looks a little bit more sprinkled. Is that the right word? No. I am extremely happy with how this is looking, but I feel like... What shade was this one? Now I've got to remember. Was this from the Book of Magic? Don't judge me, I'm seriously low on brushes right now because there's so many that need to be cleaned, okay? I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Wish shade and just dab it on the edge of where this shimmer and the deep blue meet at a slight angle, just so it looks a little bit more blended and like it's meant to be there. I'm just going to go around the edges of this with a big fluffy brush, just to make sure it's blended out nicely. I'm actually quite shocked at the colours that I got and actually how much I like this look. I actually, although a lot of people will think that I was very lucky with the colours that I got given, I would never have paired these together. If you told me I had to create a look with all 5 palettes, it would be a vibrant, rainbow, dramatic, Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat kind of look. So yeah, I never would have gone for this, incorporating all 5 palettes, but I'm not mad at it. I'm going to pop a little bit of this crisp finish from P. Louise in Salty AF in my waterline. Okay, I am loving that waterline. That's brought it all together so nicely. I'm going to stick on some lashes, put a lip on, and then we'll come back and discuss what happened with the bingo. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I've decided not to stick lashes on just because I think actually it looks quite nice without lashes. You can see the shimmer, you can see the pretty blue hues. I don't actually think it needs lashes. Am I okay? Am I okay? So the lip liner I went for is the Intense Colour Lip Liner from Makeup Academy in TLC, and then I just put some Dose of Colours lip gloss in the shade Machito. Why can I not read that word? Wow. And my mascara is just the W7 Massive Lashes Mascara. I actually can't believe the bingo came out so well. I have scrubbed the colours off my hand. It has left a little bit of staining from that deep blue shade. I am so impressed. It came out with a deep matte. I had some nice shimmers to pick from. I even had blending out shades. Like, what is going on? This never happens to me in Makeup Bingo. It's just unheard of. So I'm really pleased with what came out. Really, really lucky, actually. The look I've come up with, I actually quite like. I do think it's quite a pretty look. I'm quite happy to keep this on to go out later, to take my daughter to a party. I was a bit worried thinking I was going to have to scrub it all off just because I would look crazy with the colours that came out, but I'm actually super pleased. I think pairing it with a neutral lip, you can't go wrong. All of these palettes, fantastic quality from Beauty Bay, can't recommend them enough. I know you can't get all of them now, but you know, when they release others, if it's going to be the same formula and it's just in a different colourway, I'm just going to keep picking them up because they can do no wrong. I mean, the most sought after one that disappeared the quickest was the Book of Magic. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be bringing this back, which is a real shame because the colour story of this is just fantastic. I think they brought it out last Halloween time, but this is, you know, it's perfect for a lot of people because it's got the neutrals in there as well as the nice little turquoisey purpley moments. Absolutely gutted. I really do hope that they bring this back for everybody. Like I say, Sunset Horizons, which was the first one to come out in this little series, was still on there the last time I checked. I'll have to have another look after I film this video, but gorgeous colour story, exactly the same amazing quality, just a different colourway, more sunsetty, obviously Sunset Horizons, but I mean, you've got your depth, you've got your light shades, you've got your warm tones. It's a fantastic palette if you haven't already checked it out. New Romantic came out around Valentine's Day. Absolutely love this one. Not my usual colour story. I don't usually go for things like this, but once I got used to the fact that they was bringing these out and it was going to be the same good formula, just in different colourways, I'm like, yes, please. I need to complete my little collection. I'm so sorry, Sylvia, if you're watching this. Sylvia, my lovely friend, who I will also link down below, has a fantastic channel, and she's a bit sad because this is the only one that she missed out on from the collection and she really still wants it. I'm hoping that they will bring it back so she can complete her collection, but this is just so beautiful. The tones in it, I do have a video on this one, like I say, probably on all of these, so I'll link them down below if I remember, but absolutely love the quality of these. Then my favourite is definitely the Wilderness. I love green eyeshadow. It is the best, and it's also got blues in there. It's got sort of your mossy greens, your turquoisey, tealy greens, the blues, and even the warm tones at the bottom, which at first I was mad about, but then when I actually used them and paired them with the other shades, the contrast is phenomenal. This is my favourite. Then the Age of Opulence, the most recent one that's just come out. Really like this one. Very similar to the Book of Magic colour story wise if you missed out on it. However, it is the deeper, darker sister. She's got so much more depth. She's just so much more rich, vibrant. I love it. Pairing nicely with the Book of Magic if you already have it also, but all of these palettes are £15 when they come out, and I think £15 for the quality of each of these palettes is absolutely spectacular. Let me know, guys, what do you think to this palette bingo makeup video? Please check out my gorgeous friend Heather and her palette bingo video, because this was actually her idea, which I thought was fantastic. I do love the Beauty Bay palettes so much. So glad that I've had a chance to collab with her again because she's great. She's got a dog, she likes vibrant makeup, she likes a deep, crazy lip colour. I love it. If you love it, please check her out, please subscribe, and thank you for checking out my video, guys. If you could leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think to these Beauty Bay palettes and what you think with the look that I came up with. Is it something that you would have gone for if you'd have had the same colours come out? And hopefully, guys, I'll see you in the next one.